cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life. But perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about the new casting call and characters making their debut in Season 7 of Game of Thrones. Spoiler alert for anyone who isn't caught up with the show. About a week ago, Watchers on the Wall, a Game of Thrones news website, revealed the casting call for new characters to be portrayed in the show. Now before we talk about them, the show never really outright lists the characters' names that they are casting for because being based off of an award-winning book series, it can get a bit spoilery, which is something Game of Thrones never does, like, ever. So that being said, let me list the characters' descriptions that are being cast. Oh, and just so you know, most of these characters have probably already been cast since day one of filming has actually just started. Anyway, the first character they cast is a warrior in his mid-30s to mid-40s who is great at combat. The actor will have a good amount of speaking and needs to be white. So the warrior could just be about anyone. I mean, I wouldn't even want to speculate at possible characters because other than a middle-aged white guy who can swing a sword, there isn't any solid hints at who it could be. I think the best hint is his considerable amount of lines in the show. This means he will have a greater role in the season than probably just the run-of-the-mill warrior. And now that flashbacks are in play this season, it could really be anyone. The next character cast is a priest in his 60s. His role will only take about a week to film compared to the Warriors filming that is spread throughout all of October. The priest is to have moral authority and carry himself with dignity. In my mind, he is probably the newly promoted High Sparrow coming to seek answers of the previous Sparrow's fiery death. The production team is looking for an actor to fulfill the role of a white general in his 40s or 50s. He has a short filming schedule as well, and not much more is known for his character, so take your best guess on who he might be. There is a role for a gate guard who is to be in his 20s while also being a funny, charming, and straight to the point northerner. He supposedly has a decent amount of scenes as well, possibly a guard at Winterfell that tells it how it is to anyone who cares to listen. There's also to be a city guard who encounters a suspicious person while on patrol at night. He is in his 30s. I like the idea of the suspicious person. There are quite a few suspicious characters in the books, and I actually just made a video about one of them in Old Town, the same location that we will find Sam in when Season 7 begins. You can check it out if you want, the link will be in the description. Next up is a lovely lady. She is to have some good dialogue and is required to be fully nude for her scene or scenes. Of course, with Game of Thrones, we can expect nothing less than a few clips of suggestive scenes and roles for various characters. This lovely lady's physical appearance is open, so most likely she will not be from Westeros. Speaking of a different ethnicity, there is a role for a merchant in his 40s who stops at a crowded inn. He has a 1-week filming schedule and he will be in a non-combative role. The show is also casting a physically fit lieutenant in his 20s who is a good warrior. The casting notes described an actor with Middle Eastern descent, so this may fit the bill for a Dothraki blood rider. These are the guys who pledged their life to their Khal, or I guess Khaleesi in this case. Daenerys just asked all of her Dothraki warriors if they would be her blood riders, rather than just 2 or 3 as per the norm. Obviously this role could be more than just a Dothraki, but it seems the most plausible. Lastly, the show is looking for someone to play a young lord in his late 20s. He is to be tall and handsome, and his character is white. Now, I am probably being a little too eager, but Rhaegar Targaryen died when he was 24 by Robert Baratheon. That may not be late 20s, but most actors in the show play characters that are way younger than they are. Also, Rhaegar probably looked older than he was, probably from the stress that he had towards the end of his life with Robert's rebellion and his love affair with Lyanna. That could have aged him a bit. I don't know if it's just me, but I really want to see a few Rhaegar visions courtesy of Bran next season. Of course, the young lord could be a variety of different characters, but I really want it to be Rhaegar. Lastly, it has been confirmed that actor Jim Broadbent will be joining the cast in Season 7. He is a very famous actor, but probably most known for his portrayal as Horace Slughorn in the Harry Potter series. We don't know exactly what he will be doing in Game of Thrones, but he does look the right type for the priest character. Let me know your thoughts on the new characters of Season 7 and what you think it means for the story. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel. Have a great day everyone, and I will see you tomorrow.